Okay, we're standing here in the actual excavation where we're going to start with the installation of the digester. A couple of points to consider before you're actually setting out. Obviously, one has got to take cognizance of the fact that you might have some underground services, you might have some sewage pipes, some cables, water pipes, electrical cables. In this case, we actually have got an electrical cable that's running through from the main school, and maybe you can hear in the background the primary kids having a jaw in the classrooms. But there's a cable going through here that we've got to relay. So obviously that's one of the things that you got to take in consideration when you're actually determining where you're going to go and locate your digester. One is services, and two is also to make sure that if you are going to make use of gravity so that you don't have to pump anything into your digester or out of the digester, you're going to make sure that you locate your digester somewhere, maybe where you've got a bit of a slope, so that you can your sewage or your feedstock from your stables or your kitchen or whatever can potentially run by gravity into your inlet manhole, go through your digester, and then by gravity move out of your digester again. So that's just a couple of things to consider when you actually, before you decide where to physically locate your digester. I'm standing here in the excavation itself. This excavation is going to be about 1.5 meters deep. Why 1.5 meters? Because the diameter of our biobag is 1.5 meters. And that's the reason why we actually dig it into the ground so that the top of your biobag actually is level with the ground level. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And the one is that in the winter time, especially in areas where the temperature drops very low to zero and so on, then you can physically cover your digester, because the top of your digester will only be level with the ground. So you can put a couple of lintels across or whatever insulation material to insulate your digester. Secondly, also you probably need the depth in order to make sure that your gravity levels work as far as the inlet and the outlet is concerned. In our case, we're going to probably have about 1/2 meter of the digester sticking out of the ground. And the reason for that in this particular case is that our outlet, as we explained a bit earlier on, our outlet where we want to connect it to the existing sewage system is fairly high. So we probably got to raise our digester here a little bit out of the ground in order to ensure that we've got gravity outflow going into our sewage system. Another reason also, we've heard that because the area is fairly flat here, that sometimes with big rainstorms, this area gets quite flooded. So that's another advantage of having a little bit of a kicker wall around the digester to prevent any rainwater from flowing into your digester. Just to come to the physical, the dimensions of the digester, the digester bag, in this case it's a 10 cubic meter bag. The length is in this case about 6 meters. And then we've got a 1 meter and a 1 meter inlet and outlet respectively. So in total, we're excavating here just over 8 meters to accommodate the digester bag, plus meter on either side for the inlet and outlet manholes. And as I mentioned, we're going 1.5 meters deep, and the same with width as well. The bag is 1.5 meters in diameter, so the width of your excavation is also going to be 1.5 meters to accommodate the bag. In this case, what we will do is we will shape the bottom of the digester in a semicircle form and compact it a little bit, just to take up the shape of the actual cylindrical shape of the digester. Two reasons for that. If you don't do that, you change the shape of your digester. Because your digester is soft, it will simply take on the shape of your excavation, and that will automatically drop the top of your digester, and it might then negatively or influence your outlet levels. But in a nutshell, that's as far as we've got at this point in time. We will chat again when we're a little bit further on with the excavation.